I'm heading out to go meet up with Cali WRX, Clint over at Snail Performance. He's doing his dyno tune today, so he's doing an E85 tune and he's doing his stage 2 tune. So I don't think he's taken his car like above 3,000 or 4,000 RPM since he did the downpipe, and he hasn't gotten into really any boost above like 5 or 6 pounds, or at least that's not what he's supposed to do. So anyways, yeah, today's gonna be the day. So let's go ahead and see this thing get strapped down on the dyno and see what kind of power levels it can make. Should be pretty badass, so stay tuned, guys. So I thought there wouldn't really be too much traffic, but it actually looks like there is quite a bit of traffic. So that kind of sucks. But anyways, it should be there pretty shortly. It might be just a tad bit late, but I don't think too much will happen within that amount of time. All right, guys. So the traffic has cleared up quite a bit. So now we're getting a good little cruise going down the road right here. So should be there in no time. Pretty excited to see what kind of numbers this car puts down, since, you know, it's pretty similar. I mean, it's actually pretty much the same exact car that I have. All right, guys, so we're almost here. It is like 9 o'clock right now. We're pulling in, and well, we're about to pull in, but it's about 81 degrees out, so it's definitely not the coolest day to be doing dyno runs. So numbers might be down a little bit, but on the E85 it shouldn't matter as much, just because it has that cooling effect. So hopefully it'll be fine on that, but I wouldn't be surprised if the 91 octane tune is a little down on power than its norm. But I guess overall we will see what happens. I'm thinking for the 91 octane tune, I'm thinking, let's see, I'm saying horsepower levels, I'm thinking maybe 305 horsepower and maybe 320, 330 torque. And let's see, on E85, I'm just gonna guess 335 horsepower, and I'm gonna say about 360 to 370 foot-pounds of torque. I guess overall we will see. So that's just kind of my first guess. All right, guys, so we are pulling up right now. FW Motorsports, Snail Performance. This is in Rockland, California. So they got their little trailer out right now. See a 2015 STI probably. I see Brandon's car up there, his RSTI, looking nice and clean. So we'll head around to the backside, go see what we got. Let's see where he's at. He's probably getting strapped down right now. Good goodies for Brandon's car, freaking sick. So do you get those? I mean, those come powder coated, or
yeah,
you just order it or whatever?
Yeah, that's how it comes.
That is some pretty stuff. Front mount intercooler for the RSTI. Pretty badass.
Yeah, thick.
Fuck, that thing is super thick. That thing's a beast. So Travis is in the car right now, getting the basically initial startup drivability on the 91 octane tune. Guys, so Clint right now is getting his car tuned at Snail Performance, so looking pretty sweet. Power levels right now are doing pretty good. We're doing the 91 octane tune, and after we're done tuning that up, it's going to be the E85 tune. Looking pretty sweet. What are you thinking so far?
What's up?
It's going good?
It's loud.
Yeah, it sounds
really
good.
loud,
It's pretty
yeah.
cool, like seeing your car from the outside, like hearing it. Like same with me, like I never even hear, you know.
The keys are almost scraped.
Oh, did it?
Millimeters.
Really close? Nice. Looks like right around 322 torque or something. 85 horsepower probably. Clint's car over to E85, stealing his gas right now. That's gonna go on my Subaru for payback for driving back down here. So pretty soon we'll do a couple pulls on this car and see what kind of power it makes. Boom. Smell that? It's corn time. Pretty much 350 foot-pounds of torque and right around 319, 318 horsepower. Right around 320 horsepower. Got to resize that chart. So torque is way up there, way over 350. And horsepower is way over, you're at like 330 maybe.
Yeah, and there's no filtering. You want everybody on the internet Dyno graph?
Oh, they do that too.
We don't run any smoothing, so that's every bit right there. Or if you want it to be somewhat kind of clean, you can put 10 on it, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of this could be the suspension, the tire. This thing is just where the load cell's picking up everything in the dyno. That's why you see these are a little bumpy and these are kind of smooth, because that's an actual sensor, not the load cell. So. But yeah, this is the dyno graph you see on the internet everywhere right here. Oh my God, man, a car must run really smooth. Man, your car runs smooth. What people don't know is when you actually print these off, it shows a smoothing factor up in the top corner.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that's something you definitely gotta pay attention to.
Well, I mean,
it doesn't really matter, but
it doesn't matter to me. I always print them out because, like for instance here. But if you look at your power numbers, then if you smooth it, they go down a little bit because it takes the average of everything and smooths it out. But if you look at your graph and you go to this little section right here, see this guy wanted it a little bit smoother. He's like, oh, can you at least smooth it out some? So I'll put 80 in here.
yeah.
So it's whatever it wants. Me?
One.
There you go.
The real deal.
I do that on purpose because, well, what does it look like unsmooth? Well, here you go.
Right.
Automatically. I will say, I set up some loggers on, like on the access board. I always set up my own logging stuff to say so something you need to log and stuff you need. Just beware, like when you're on the E85, your correction. Well, I really don't give a shit about correction because correction is real time. It's always changing to the atmosphere.
Right.
Learning, you might see learning change quite a bit on the E85 because it just depends on the fuel.
Got it.
what would you suggest to run on there? Like layout of the gauges? Or
Oh, I don't even know what you had on there.
boost, intake temp,
Boost
Cam.
intake temp for sure.
dynamic air.
Yeah, I mean that's fine.
Yeah,
Feedback knock, you can run that on there. Correction, I see a lot of people have correction
That's
on
what I
there.
have.
Yeah, and everybody freaks out. It's like adding 10% fuel.
Yeah.
It's correction. That is real time roaming. It changes all the time.
Right.
It's doing its job, is what it's doing.
Right.
Because the only thing correction does is look up what the air fuel sensor is seeing when it's in closed loop versus the target, and it's trying to target that.
Right. So it's always
Air
trying to-
temps
Yeah.
is going to change that. Coolant temp's going to change that. Your altitude is going to change that. So everything is constantly changing. The thing is when you see it, it's a pretty nice camera.
Button 91.
Wants to change. Oops.
What's up?
First fill up, E85.
Hope that's right.
Lift.
Whoops.
There we go.
2.29 cents a gallon. $15 for 6.79 gallons.